Today we're going to look at how to read a NWEA MAP Growth Class Report. And so I have this class report that we're going to look at. First, we could see that there were 14 students that took this MAP test. It's important to know that if your class or your grade level was below 10, you're not going to get data. You're not going to get the mean, RIT, the median, or the standard deviation because the population was too small. So as I look at this, first I'm looking at the norm grade level mean. This is what the students in this grade level scored all across the world. This is the average score. So on average, the RIT was 199.5. As I look in this class, I see that the mean for this class was 207.9, which means that this class is above the average compared to other kids in this grade level. After that, I'm going to look at the district grade level, and I notice that the district grade level is also above the norm, but it's also above this class. And so we would kind of want to see, okay, what are other schools in our district doing? And maybe we can get some ideas from that. Another key thing is we have 6 of these students were above district, and 12 were above the norm. And then I have this color chart, which is great to look at. It's color-coded. So let's go to this next page first. So what this color chart goes to is the percentile. So the students are ranked on their RIT, and they're based on their percentile. So if you lined up 100 students, this student would be number 8, and this student would be number 4. So this is a high-level student, and this is a struggling low-level student. You can see that in these categories over here. So then I go back up to this chart, and I can see that I have overall one student that's scored in the low range. That's from 0 to 21% or 20%. And then I have the low average, which is 21 to 40%. These are the percentiles, the students that fill in that. So there's no students in that area. I have one average student, so that's 41 to 60 percentile. And then I have 6 above average, high average, and I have 6 highs. So this tells me that in this class I have a lot of good math students, and I have one that's on average, which is okay because that's just average, and I have one struggling. And so as I look at that struggling student, I need to see, why is that student struggling? Is it because they're ESOL level or some other reasons? Now within each grade level there is a goal area. There's goal areas, and so for math has 4 goal areas: operations and algebraic thinking, geometry, number and operations, and measurement and data. And then it breaks it down into the categories. And so it tells me how many students scored low, how many scored low average in these goal areas. I can also go into the next page, and it will tell me the student names, and then it will tell me, okay, which areas are they low at? And this is what I can work on in centers. I can say, okay, this student is low in operations and algebraic thinking, so maybe I want to put him or her in a center focused on that. Now the reading is a little bit different, so we have all this is the same. We have the mean for the class, the district mean, and the norm. So in this sense, this class is above the district and above the norm. But we see that there are 4 struggling students right here. And on the reading report, it gives you something extra. It gives you the Lexile range. Now at WIS, we don't really use Lexile, but some schools do. And so you can assign books based on the Lexile range. Now there are resources online that will convert a Lexile to AR, and those are easy to search with our friend Google. But yes, so this is how you could read a class map report.